We're so excited to be like chatting with you about everything Mugshot is here. And this is always fun. Again, when you release new stuff, we get to see this whole new side of you, what you've been working on. And this is our series
Mhm.
frame by frame. So we're actually going to go through the new music video for Mugshot. And we picked a few of our favorite frames. We're going to see the behind the scenes details. So whatever you want to share, we're excited to hear about it. But before we even dive into that, I want to ask you, tell me a little bit about the meaning of Mugshot for you and how the visuals played into telling that story.
Mugshot is really just a song that I felt like needed to be said from me, from the perspective that's like I'm stepping into a new character, and so what does that mean? And I'm stepping into a new romance, and what does that mean? And that at the time felt like I feel like I'm a bad guy. I can't like give myself to a person completely straight away, and I was like, it's like the idea of there being someone that's hard to fall in love with, but the girl still loves him anyway. And then eventually the guy finds this soft spot for her and she like finds herself loving the sort of tension and like bad things that the two of them do together. And it like winds them into just kind of like being half and half of each other.
And so, okay, so this character, is this something that's been in the works for a while or something that you wanted to express in this way?
Yeah, this is something that I wanted to bring to the table was just sort of like a more raw, like bad boy side of me, but in the love, like an infectious way. I feel like people don't really do that much. And I really wanted it to be concept driven and filmed like on old TV style. So we got it shot completely on film and really created sort of like that 90s heartthrob aesthetic to a video and a song that matches it.
It's epic. I love that it's shot on film. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's so cool. I honestly had no idea how it'd turn out and looks great. I love it.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's dive into our frames. Now you kind of set the scene for us. So let's pull up the first frame. And so for this one, I want you to tell me where you guys shot this, where you were driving, the camera setup in this. Paint the scene for me. When was this and where'd you shoot it?
So this was last year in I believe it was August, maybe September. Don't quote me, but we were in downtown LA and we were shooting at this big building that's for all of the arts. There's a bunch of different studios that people rent out. And right next to it was a freshly built bridge. So when we were shooting all the car stuff, we were just like, why don't we just go take it for a drive? Why don't we just go up and down the bridge a bunch? Just because it's new, it's sick, and it feels also old school. I really love like the bridge and the like the back seat shots because they were just so easygoing and it was just us two having fun in the back of the car. And usually when we're shooting a music video, it's like a bunch of people around us and like everyone watching all of our moves. And then it turned into something where it was just us two and like a videographer and someone driving the car. And so it felt a lot more natural. And so we got into it a little bit more. We were
Did
kissing.
anyone driving by like stop and see you guys? Like the cars passing? Like did you get
Yeah.
any interaction?
Yeah, I heard someone scream, "Oh my God," when I was standing up on the car when we were driving through the bridge. I was standing up. I don't think they put that shot in there because it's a little unsafe, but when we were driving by, so I was like, "Oh my God, is that?" And then they just like drove right past us.
Like, hey guys, watch it on YouTube later.
Yeah, it's like big.
Well, you mentioned your relationship. Let's go to our next scene. So I feel like this is taking a hard launch to the next level. Like once you're in the music video, I love it. So tell me a little bit.
Yeah.
This is obviously you guys are a real life couple. Tell me how
Mhm.
this came to be to like to showcase this in this video.
Well, me and her have had a very natural relationship, and we both do very similar jobs. I feel like she's really deep in the modeling scene. She's been doing that for 10 years, and I've been doing music for a few years now. So I'm like really used to being in front of the camera. As we went along in our relationship and got more comfortable, and we actually moved in with each other now, we realized like, why don't I just shoot a music video with you, especially if I'm writing love music, and that's gonna be the whole theme of the next project. Um, I thought, why not like include you in the music video? I think that would be so much fun if it was just like an intimate me and you thing, because a lot of the music videos I've shot was bunch of extras, bunch going on, and it's never just like tightly focused on you and one other person. It's never been that way, even if it was a love interest. And so I really wanted to have that something really intimate that shows you what's going on in the song, but see what's going on in our relationship and how we function together.
So this was just kind of like cameras following you guys around, y'all having just a fun day on set. that's the
This
vibe
is
that
literally
was captured.
this is us, but in nice outfits, like, just us on a regular Tuesday, you know what I
I
mean?
love to get that peek inside your relationship. How did you guys originally meet, by the way?
We met on Halloween night. I was wearing a Beetlejuice costume, and she was wearing like, a bunny outfit. She had this white T-shirt on and some, like, cute skirt, and then she had one of those bunny outfits with the ears, and then it, like, clipped down here, and she looked so cute, and I looked like a total wreck, but she had met me, like, briefly before for, like, 10 minutes when, on the 4th of July, actually. I was having a party, and I met her, but we couldn't find each other again at the party, and she ended up, leaving, so I got to, like, really formally introduce myself again, on Halloween, and she was like, "Oh, I remember you from that one time." She's like, I know what you look like
Ooh.
under that mask. I know what you look like under that Beetlejuice face." Uh
Was this like love at first sight for you?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, she's just amazing, and she's just, like, one of those people that you can feel, like, her energy, and she's such, like, a magnet of energy. You can just see her over there. She'll intimidate you in a second. You're like, "I need to talk to this woman. I wanna know her life story," and then she won't give you any of it, and then that, like, puts you into the cycle of, like, I need to know more."
And also it sounds like, I mean, I feel like for an artist, it's so cool if you have like a muse or you have this like this deep love to inspire art and creativity. And you mentioned the new music. So you feel like this is going to be a big part. Like, are we going to see your relationship and more of the music you're going to release?
Absolutely. I mean, you're gonna feel it even if you don't see it. Like, if it's a song that's not a music video, you'll be able to feel it just because you've seen, like, the little segments of these things through the music videos. You'll be able to feel the energy that we have between each other.
So a full like Huddy love album is coming.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing an EP this April.
Easy. Okay. Okay. It's so exciting. I love that. Okay, well, let's go through another frame. So let's jump into the next one. We kind of talked about this, but the aesthetic you mentioned you want it to be like more of this like old timey film vibe, which I feel like you totally accomplished. What is your process when it comes to like visualizing how you want the music to look on screen? Like, what goes into that pre-production before you guys actually even get on set?
For me, it's just catering to an older vibe and putting together a really old mood board that makes you feel like it's exactly what the song is giving. And for me, even when I wrote the song, it's a Bonnie and Clyde inspired song. Um, and so I looked into all of the old Bonnie and Clyde type movies. I looked into Desperado. I looked into like the Pulp Fictions, and just kind of like studied the way that their outfits looked and how, like, they just kind of carried a cooler, more mature energy to them. And I really picked from that, and I just, like, looked through a bunch of different references and gathered together a mood board or a Pinterest board, and just kind of go from there.
You mentioned the styling too, but like how important is the styling aspect for you? And who were those like icons that you were looking at? You mentioned going back to the films that you're like, okay, I want to emulate this style for this video.
Yeah. I don't know if there's, like, specific people, but I guess specific movies, like Pulp Fiction and Bonnie and Clyde. And I was just trying to, like, also look through references of old, like, motorcyclists in the 90s. That was another thing. Because I knew Chrome Hearts really wanted to work with us, and so I was kind of looking at a lot of the older Chrome Hearts, like, runway stuff, or not runway, just red carpet stuff.
Yeah.
And I saw a lot of different people wearing the sort of vest with, like, they would wear a blazer over it or a trench coat. But I kept seeing this vest, and I was like, I really would love to wear that for the music video because it gives me such a just sort of like a bad boy cowboy kind of aesthetic. And
Everyone is
that's what
going
I think.
country this year. The cowboy vibe is really hitting.
Yeah, we got the bolo tie, we got the vest. It's a little more of an emo cowboy, I would say, but
Emo cowboy.
it's not the exact general vibe of the music, but the Western, aesthetic, I guess, steps into this music video a lot.
Well, I like the mix of it too. I have to say,
Yeah,
this was like of all the pieces that you wore, this outfit, the clip that we pulled was my favorite. But I like the whole vibe. And I
yeah.
also liked how you two like coordinated in a way too. Like it felt like very, very on brand for you both.
Yeah, I feel like when we're going out, literally anywhere, we go to the grocery store, we're somehow still matching a little bit,
You guys are the couple
and
that's always matching.
yeah, absolutely.
I love it.
Absolutely, yeah. But our closets are really easy to match with, though. I will say we have like the same color palette going on.
Do you guys ever like wear each other's pieces? Like, I feel like that could honestly be very beneficial. Share a closet.
I fit her pants. I fit her
You do.
pants. If she has baggy pants, I wear them.
Basic. Double the closet. There you go. Um,
Seriously.
okay, I have to ask you, speaking of the styling too, we're gonna jump to our next clip. How many pairs of tights did you guys go through to get this shot?
We went through, I think it was 2, it might be 3, but we went through at least 2 pairs of tights to shoot that shot. I have like 6 different videos of like the different angles, and I can't tell because it all looks like a different video. But we were doing
Yeah.
this for like at least 10 minutes. We were ripping up the tights.
I
It
feel
was
like we
fun.
need a full like outtakes BTS video of like the bloopers on set of you, like the behind the scenes. Like I feel
Yeah.
like we need a whole other supplemental video for this.
Right? I have, like 50 minutes of just stuff from camcorder of just like behind the scenes from set. So if the fans want it, the fans will get it.
Well, we love that. Okay, well, we want it, so it's happening. We need to make that happen.
Um,
Um,
I was making
well, this was great, Huddy. This is such a cool video, and I know you mentioned it was on film. Anything else that you wanted your fans to know of the behind the scenes moments before we move on to play our little game?
Oh yeah, this was all shot in one day. All
One
of this, the
day.
photo shoot from it, the music video, all of it was shot in a single day. And like that blows my mind because usually it's at least 2 days. And like putting it all together in such like a fast time put me on on a real high. And I was like really with like going back and forth with the director, just making sure I had exactly like the certain pieces that I want, little additions that I wanted. And we flowed really well together. And I'm just glad that it turned out the way it did because it's a masterpiece.
Yeah, it's epic. And coming off of a day like that, I can imagine like you feel so creatively inspired or just thinking of new
Yeah.
things. Like,
Mhm.
what does that like? Yeah, does it help with like thinking about again your music, your EP that you're making, maybe future music videos? Like, what creativity kicks into gear for you?
Uh, Dude, it like gets me into a vibe where I want to go to the studio for like a week straight afterwards because you just get so much inspiration from that one day. Even though you're like so tired, you're still on such a high. It's like, wow, like I can't believe I did that much all in one day. Like I want to just be shooting music videos every day of my life. It feels like you're in a movie scene, like you just shot one scene from a movie, and you're like, okay, where's the other 2 months of set? Where are we going? What are we gonna do next?
It makes me have such appreciation for actors. So like it is like doing that in one day though is so exhausting. Where you're like, oh my god, how would you do this every day? It'd be crazy.
No idea. I have no idea, but actually, I want to know. I really want to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Well, listen, we're so excited for new music, for new music videos, but we're still talking about Mugshot. So, in honor of your song Mugshot, we're going to play a game today where I'm going to give you a scenario and you tell me if it's straight to jail or if you're down with it.
Okay, that's a good one.
Here we go, Huddy. First one, eating a spoonful of mayo, straight to jail or are you down?
I feel like that's like on the fence, like that's not like the worst thing you could possibly do, but eating a spoonful of mayo, like I don't know about jail time. Like it's mayonnaise. Like I could do that and live with myself. I don't know. I don't think it's straight to jail. I'm a mayo supporter. I'll eat that on every
Really?
sandwich. Yep.
Oh, so okay.
But it is a little crazy. You are a little crazy if you eat a
Yeah, a
spoonful.
full spoonful, but it's like, okay, all right. If you like mayo, it's like, all right, okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
What about shoes off on a plane? If someone takes their shoes off, if you take your shoes off,
I do that.
no, you don't. What? You're
I wear
spoonful mayo with
Uggs.
your shoes off?
I no, so I sit down in my seat, I recline my seat, I take my Uggs off, and I put on my blanket, and I'm out. I'm knocked out. You won't hear another word from me. But if I keep my shoes on, if I keep the Uggs on, I am so beyond warm on that plane that it's like you don't even want to like have me take my shoes off after I'm warm. Like I'd rather do it, I'd rather do it right away.
I've learned so much about you. But I will say you're right. I'm wearing Uggs. I'm wearing Uggs right now, and they do get so toasty. Like you don't expect them to be as warm as they are, but like your whole body's warm.
Yeah. Like, imagine you're wearing like boots on a plane. You're gonna really sit there and wear boots and try to sleep in them?
So, but what if
No.
someone's feet with no shoes comes up behind you? Like, what if you could see their feet? Does that bother you?
If you have no socks on, you're insane. That's straight to jail. No socks is
Okay.
straight to jail. But
Okay.
come correct. Come
Come back
correct
with
and
your
you're fine.
socks and your Uggs. Okay. Noted. What about sitting in the window seat of a plane and getting up to use the bathroom?
I mean, yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying for sure, but you're still fine. You know, I like you can't hurt the guy. Come on, you go to the bathroom. You gotta go.
But what if it's like
Yeah.
more than what if it's like more than once? I feel like one time fine, twice that's where I'm upset.
Yeah, once you're okay. Twice, you're getting on my nerves. 3 times, you're going to jail, bro.
3 times
Get
is
out.
jail.
Yeah.
Call the police. Okay, what about
Seriously.
I recently discovered that this is a thing, but what about using the laughing face emoji? Just like the classic.
Straight to jail. Straight to jail.
Why? I like that
Because
emoji.
I liked that emoji until 2015, and when one person was like, "You know what? I think we're past this emoji." I said, "I'm leaving that one in the past. I'm using the dead emoji or I'm using the crying face. That's it."
Oh, this is so upsetting to me as a millennial because I love that emoji, but I feel like that's a okay.
That's a secret. That's a millennial's favorite
It's a
emoji.
millennial thing. Oh my god. Okay, I can't disappoint Gen Z like this. Okay, so I've got to switch that emoji out. All right.
Is it your
What
number 1? Is it your number
it's up
1?
there. It's like top 5.
Let me show you. So it's this one. This one. This is what
Okay,
you
let
have
me
to
see.
replace
Show
it
me.
with.
Okay, what are the kids using these days?
The crying emoji. Just the
It's for
crying.
laughing? I feel like that's when I'm like actually sad. Then what
No,
do you
you're
send
not
when you're
actually
sad?
sad.
What do you send
When
when you're
you're
sad then?
sad, no,
It's
you
like the
don't
little
use an emoji when you're sad. People don't take you seriously if you use an emoji when you're sad.
oh, shit. I've really got to change up my texting game. This is helpful. I'm so happy for me for learning.
You have to be so dead ass if you're upset. If you're upset about something, an emoji
Okay.
will take away all the seriousness of the conversation.
Okay, yeah, because I feel like sometimes I like don't want so I'm like I'm for real sad, but I still want to add like an LOL at the end. So I send an emoji to be like, no, but I'm fine, but I'm sad.
No LOL, no LOL, straight to the point. Tell them what's up.
All
Tell them how you
right,
feel.
Huddy's my therapist. I get it. I get it. Okay.
Here you go. You're welcome.
What about liking your ex's Instagram photos?
Straight to jail. Straight to
Really?
jail.
You're
No
done.
one should be doing that. You're done.
Sending long voice memos.
Dude, cry me a river. I won't listen to them. If they're longer than a minute, oh my god, why? I honestly don't get too many voice memos, but if you're actively just sending me one after the other, and we're not just doing it back and forth, like if I'm responding text and you're responding with another voice memo, you're crazy. Straight to jail.
Especially if you have like AirPods in, you're like disrupting my music at this point.
Yeah. See that even in that scenario, I won't even play your voice memo. That's not even getting heard. No one's seeing
I don't
that.
even care what you're going through. I can't disrupt my song. No, I feel that. But
Never,
some people like it
never.
like a podcast. They like to listen. It's like 5 minutes, 7 minute long voice memos.
Dude, way too long. I got places to be.
What about having hundreds of unread texts or emails?
That's fine because you know what? There's only 24 hours in a day, and if you spend all 24 hours responding to your text messages, then you should go straight to jail. But if you have some like unread messages, like, and you'll get to them, so be it.
How many unread texts do you have right now?
A lot, for sure. 480.
No! Does that not make you anxious? I feel like I have to clear all my notifications.
I just have to not think about it. I just know there's a red button above my messages app, and I didn't know how many it was until I read it today.
Wild. No,
Yeah.
straight to jail for you. Okay, what about setting the hotel room temperature to anything above 68 degrees?
Well, I will say I like using the heater at the hotel, especially if it's cold. You gotta hit the heater. If it's
What, so
cold,
you're
you
like in
gotta
the
hit it.
70s? Like in a personal
Yeah,
sauna?
like a 74.
74?
Yeah, maybe a 74. Yeah, that's where I peak.
You're like roasting in your room.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah, okay. So you'd rather be like warmer than cold.
Yeah, I would rather be warmer than cold. Actually, I usually do the heater for like maybe an hour and then I'll let that sit. You know, I'll let that sit for a few hours and then if it gets cold again, another hour, off again. Don't don't leave it on the whole night. You're crazy if you do that.
I'm learning so much about you. Okay, what about cold
Okay.
calling someone?
Cold call, like not even like leaving a
Yeah.
message, nothing, just like calling. Everyone
Just
does
calling them
that
or
now.
just like a straight up FaceTime?
People, no, nothing's ever planned nowadays. People will do that and then never text you about it or what the reason was that they called you. They just do it to see if you'll answer.
And do you answer or do you like that?
Well, I'm really infamous for missing my phone calls, so I get nervous. I'm like, "What is this about? Will they text me about this? Should I text them about this? Am I calling them back? What am I gonna do here?" I actually, like, psych myself out of doing those things. Like, I'll never reply to a unsolicited phone call.
What about like a good old voicemail? Do you like if someone leaves you a voicemail, does that make you more inclined?
Inbox full, sorry. Nah, never
So
in
if
my
someone needs
life.
to get a hold of you, they text you with no emojis, basically.
Text me, no emoji, straight to the point. Yep.
Got it. Okay, good to know. So do you like being added to random group text? Straight to jail, or do you like that?
Straight to jail. Don't add me to that unless I know about it. Otherwise, I will leave and it'll be uncomfortable for you guys afterwards. You're like,
Boundaries.
"Well,
Yeah.
that was quick." Like,
Bye, Huddy. Okay, what about last one for you? Playing music from your phone in public.
ooh, just because I remember what high school was like and everyone doing that in public, that's crazy. For me, the only settings that it's okay to play it out loud is, like, if I'm shooting something, 'cause it gets, like, really quiet and awkward if you're not, like, playing music while, I'm doing, like, a photo shoot, but that's some different shit.
And then that's like on a speaker. That's like you got to set the vibes.
Yeah, bro, if you're walking around with a backpack and a speaker, like, why?
It's
Why?
straight to jail.
Just bring earbuds. It's really easy, like, you don't
It's
need to
so
let the
easy.
world know. Listen to it, yeah.
I don't know, but I could
Other
see you with your Uggs off. You're in your plane seat with a spoonful of mayo. Your music's playing. You're vibing out. Your 500
the
unread
the
text.
whole shebang. Everything, just everything comes at me at once. I'm just
Huddy's
jail,
whole vibe. You're going straight to jail, Huddy, okay? After this game.
jail. Sorry, guys. I'm just the boy in the mug shop. What can I do, man?
Look at you. Wow. This is so fun, Huddy. It's so great catching up with you. Congratulations again. Mugshot really is so good. We're so excited for this next era. I can't wait to see all the new
Thank you.
music.
So, the new music that's coming out this year, if I could give you guys any teaser, a lot of it's love-based. A lot of it has to do with me, where I'm at, and, um, generally how I'm feeling and how it feels to be 21. That's another teaser I'll give you. Um, and yeah, damn, I can't say too much. It's very love-based.
Huddy, thank you
Mhm.
so much again. This was so fun, truly. I've learned so much. My
Have
millennial ways, I have to
fun.
switch things up.
So there's a lot of changes being made in, like, time, like, and you just kind of have to, like, see it. If no one's using emojis, you just kinda have to be like, "Oh, shit, are we, like, not doing this anymore?"
Yeah,
And,
this is good.
I
This is
mean,
good for
there's
me.
a few it's almost like there's only a few acceptable ones, you know? It's like, it's not all of them anymore, like, there's, like, at least 100 no-nos in the emojis nowadays. At least.
My God. Okay, I've got to really re-examine some things. Okay,
Of
good to
course,
know. Huddy,
I'm
thank you
here
for this.
I'm
You
here.
gave us a music video and the full
Writing
emoji rundown. So
writing therapist on my resume right now. She's
She's in love with the boy in the mugshot. She's starry-eyed, even though I'm a bloodshot.
Thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here, and don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. See you next time.